I am absolutely guessing the quantities again. I'm being very sincere to you. So if you make the recipe as I'm telling you at home and you're like, this is not it, don't be mad, oh, she didn't want to give me that right recipe. It's just because, you know, I never made this little and it's always like intuitive. So, but my guess, again, would be 3 cups of soaked sunflower seeds. Half a cup of miso.
Which is it?
That is a good question because this is the miso that we use. I mean, we use 2 kinds of miso: the azuki beans and the garbanzo beans. If you use the azuki beans, you're gonna use less. If you use the garbanzo beans, you can use a half because the garbanzo beans is not as salty as the azuki. And this is gonna change the color too. They had that nice kind of yellowish color because the miso that we use was the garbanzo beans, which is kind of light.
Which crab is this?
Sorry, love? Yesterday's.
Okay, so is that a little thicker?
Sorry, love?
Is that a little thicker?
Oh, the yellow.
Yellow for lunch
It had the
yesterday.
tuna.
On,
It had a tuna on it, okay.
exactly.
It's
So-
an issue. It's a human remember.
Oh, soak sunflower seeds on them.
Oh, soaked for sunflower seeds. Then you want to soak for at least 8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours, yeah.
So the cracker that you made for yesterday is the same crackers that we had on the first day, is it?
No, completely different.
So which company of miso do you guys use?
Oh my god, I need to check that in the kitchen.
Which?
South River.
I don't remember by heart. Blue. Can I tell you that later?
Yeah, sure.
So 1 handful of fresh basil. Travis's fresh basil. Very good. 3 cloves of garlic. Please, if your cloves or garlic are this big, don't use 3. Okay, just go for 1 or maybe 1.5. This is giant, you know. He puts a lot of love in those garlic sessions in the garden, so that's why.
Thanks.
So 3 cloves, 3 normal size cloves of garlic, 1/4 of a big onion, quarter.
Quarter.
I used red onions just because I like how they look. But either way, and if it's a big onion, it's a 1/4. If it's a little onion, just a half. And the juice of 2 lemons. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna put it all together through the Vitamix, all the ingredients but the basil. The basil it's not going in.
Through the Vitamix?
Food processor.
The juice?
No, the Cuisinart.
You use Cuisinart, not the Vitamix.
No,
Oh,
not
do you
that.
have a Vitamix food processor?
Sorry, love?
Food processor.
Food processor. Yeah.
So you don't put it in the Vitamix?
Nope. This recipe's not in the Vitamix.
Oh.
Neither was the last one. It's a food processor for that one too, for the cookies.
Oh.
Everyone knows what a food processor is.
It's a bigger chopping blade than a blender. Bigger chopping blade,
Yeah.
wider.
And it's wider and it goes by on the ground. So that's the main difference of a Vitamix. You know, the blends are like this, and the food processor
Slices.
yeah slices and it's right on the ground, so it gets everything that sits on the bottom. So yeah, you're gonna process all of these ingredients, and then you're gonna have a dough. You're gonna add diced or like cut fresh basil to it. And then you're gonna place it on the dehydrator trays.
Do you mix the parsley into the Vitamix or the food processor for a second and let it get it mixed in, or do
You mean
do this
basil?
by hand?
No, I do it by hand.
Okay. And it's basil, not parsley?
It's basil.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
How much basil?
1 handful of fresh basil.
Thank you.
And yeah, so you add that. And then you just place it on the dehydrator trays. What I do is that I dehydrate 145 for 1 hour.
145 Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit, yeah.
For 1 hour, only for 1 hour.
Yeah, so 145 for 1 hour, and then at 105 for at least 12 hours. After the 12 hours,
145? Is that what?
I think so.
flip them.
Or did she say dehydrate?
What's that?
Or did she say
She
dehydrate?
said dehydrate.
You don't set, at least my dehydrator's just, you don't set a temperature, so I don't know.
So I
I
put
guess if you don't have a dehydrator, that's the alternative, is put it in the oven at 145. I bet that's
I
what it
put
is.
the crackers on the
You
trays.
mash it in, because it's
I
kind
mash
of
it
a
in.
dough, right?
Sorry, love?
It's kind of a dough, so you have to mash it in.
Yeah, you
I
mash it
remember
in.
having crackers yesterday. That's before
Yeah,
mine.
with
And then-
tuna.
So by the way,
That
I
tuna.
put it in the dehydrator
didn't have that
on
tuna
top of
yesterday?
the T-flax sheets.
I missed it.
Thank you, Graciela.
For lunch.
Or maybe that was just so long ago,
Right
yeah.
here, you have the dehydrator
Yeah.
as a mesh, and then you have these like plastic.
No, you're right. I
I'm
did
gonna
have one. I
bring
know I
that
had,
to
must have
you,
had one if they
just
had
so
it.
you know, just
All right, what was it? Dehydrate for how? First session for how long?
1 hour at 145.
Hour 45, and then what?
No, 1 hour at 145.
Oh, one.
Well, we
hour
were getting
at
that. I just wanted to show you
Is
the
there
settings.
settings?
If you were at the
Yes.
last class.
Oh, I don't have
So
settings.
this is
I don't
kind of
think I do.
unconventional. It's
I
got
don't have
clover
settings.
and
And
onion
then-
started at the same time.
And then you've
You
got
can see the difference.
12 hours
between
at
Clover
105.
along, they're getting leaves, and the onion are just starting
How long you had?
since last class, so Monday. Monday night.
So 3 days.
I don't think I have settings on mine. I'll have to get a different dehydrator.
Get the Excalibur.
Excalibur?
Excalibur.